Rocky Mountain Bog Monster here. I've long since decided that I want to make crafting videos as I learn my way through all the things I'd like to know. I'd also like to make videos of my GIMP sessions because sometimes I see more amazing things there than I have time to capture. That, and I like watching artist videos set to music, so I'll make my humble contribution. It'll be fun. Like with most of the stuff I'll be doing, I don't know the first thing about video production or editing, so I'm sure some of these efforts will be painful to watch. I understand. I'll try to learn my way out of the ugly patches quickly. So I looked high and low and finally found an application that does everything I want and more. Flashback by Blueberry Software. Now, I'm not endorsing them or advertising for them. I have no relationship to the company responsible for Flashback at all. I just happen to really like what they've done, and this is the tool I'll be using. If you'd like to use it, just go to their page. I'll figure out how to add links later. I started with Express, which appears to be completely free. Free forever. I liked it enough that I switched to the trial for Pro. I'm nearing to the end of that and plan on buying the license because I'm really loving it. For straight-up help with Flashback, they offer tutorials, and their help file is actually really helpful. In this series, I'll provide my own examples of how to use the software, and there will even be music. Bring snacks, and it's almost like a party. So let's take a look at the two parts of Flashback Pro 5, the recorder and the player. We'll do the player in the next episode. For now, we'll just stick with the recorder. This is the Flashback Pro 5 recorder. Well, it's a picture of it, actually. Since I'm recording, what I see now is this smaller version. Wow. I tricked myself. There is the smaller version. See, this thing records your desktop in Windows as you do things in Windows. Like me, right now, showing the recorder. Or maybe doing something in GIMP. For gamers, it can handle that too, apparently, but that is above my pay grade. It also records sound from either the PC or mic, or both, maybe. I think that's what I'm trying to do right now with the music and with me speaking. It could also record webcam. Let's go back to that main screen picture, because I've tricked myself yet again. So you could also record webcam, and one day I'll have to poke around in that eventually and see if the camcorder counts, because that would save me a couple of steps later on. Under the File menu, there's a couple of file open options, a record command, something called Flashback Connect Uploads that I'm not yet interested in, and exit. We'll save that for later. I can't really point at the menu options because, yeah, it's still just a picture. So under Tools, there's just one item, Options. But what a lot of options there are. We'll be exploring those later as they come up. Apparently, Flashback Pro can be scheduled for unattended recording. I'll have to look into why that's useful, actually, because that makes the horror fan in me cringe just a little. Just what, pray tell, is my computer doing unattended that needs recording? There's gotta be a movie in that. Yeah, it's a stupid premise. The movies usually have one. There you go. Anyway, under Window, there's a couple of options for minimizing the recorder while it's recording, and an option to keep it on top. I keep mine minimized to the tray, which is why I'm confused when I look down at the tray and I don't see it there. It kind of makes for weird advertising. So if I come back over here, there it is. If I minimize it, there it is. Now it's in the tray. See, there it is in the tray, the little camera-looking thing that says recording at 4 minutes. I better keep this brief. So now for the fun stuff. Next to the monitor icon where it says record, you can choose to record either your full screen. Again, I can't really click and show anything there. It's just the picture. And full screen's what I'm recording right now, which allows me to do things like go back and forth between here and, well, here and here. Apparently I would have to do that, wouldn't I? Or my own other communications page, or I could look over here in GIMP, and there's the image that's over there on the other place. Or you see what I'm getting at there. Let's go back over here before I get myself even more confused. But when you're recording your full screen, that's exactly what you're getting, is your full screen. Or you could choose instead to record only a window or a region inside of a window. We'll look at those other options later, perhaps. To record sound, you click that checkbox and you make your selections accordingly. And, well, there I have. And right now it's not going to show us sound levels because we're currently recording, and that's still just a picture. You use the sound level tool at the right to adjust those as needed. It'll take some trial and error, but I think the rule of thumb is to only rarely, just barely peek into the red, but only by a hair. I could be mistaken. We'll see. To record webcam, you click that checkbox. Click that, and I don't know what happens when you do that, because Flashback Pro must know that I don't have one, since it doesn't let me select that option, and that's when I'm not even looking at just the picture. And then there's the record button. Click that, and it's all you. Or, right now, me. I've got mine set to minimize to the tray, and that's where Flashback stores the secret main menu. The main menu in the tray, after you've minimized it. Got it. So this is your main menu, and I can open the main window from there. There it is, still just a small version, not really what I would think of as the main window, which is what I only have a picture of over here. And if I minimize that again, it goes right back down there, so we go back to the main menu, and you got yourself a pause option and a stop option. And here's one for adding a marker. I haven't had a chance to use that one yet, but I'm sure I'll be using it in the future. And if everything up to this point is a botch, I don't think it is, we'll keep trying. Well, you could just restart the recording right here. It gets rid of everything recorded up to that point and starts fresh with all that stopping and opening and closing and restarting mess. And then there's another way to get to help. And right now, while I'm recording, there's some things that are grayed out, but they'd be useful. You've got your minimized tray option versus your minimized floating controls option. That, again, I can't really demonstrate the floating controls option when I've got it set to go down to the tray while I'm recording. See how that goes. And you've got an About Flashback Pro 5 section that'll tell you a little bit about the version and also give you an opportunity to buy the software. And then finally, you've got your exit button. And I demonstrate, but it's not an option while recording. That, and I'd really like to keep this recording, so I'd need to stop before exiting anyway. You see my imaginary dilemma, I'm sure. And that has been our quick tour of the Flashback Pro 5 recorder. Next time, we'll explore the player application, which is where all the video and sound editing take place. If you found this video at all useful or entertaining, click the like button below. It's fun, and it makes me feel loved. I'm a bog monster. I'll take what I can get. Or troll me in comments. Your call. Or hey, you can click on through to my YouTube channel and subscribe. There's no accounting for what you'll find there. It's kind of a small collection now, for that matter. But I'm only just getting started. And be sure to check out the Rocky Mountain Bog Monster blog at WordPress. While I might not always show up with something in hand to offer you, my wonderful audience, I at least check in every day or two, mostly every day, with updates as to what's in the works. That should be suspense you're feeling. No? I'll work on that. And like me on Facebook, where, heaven forbid, there might be some social networking going on. Maybe. One day, we'll get there. With that, enjoy some credits to the tune of Crossing the Chasm by Kevin MacLeod, most generously licensed under Creative Commons, as you can see. And actually now we've progressed to Mountain Emperor, so we'll listen to that instead. Also licensed under the Creative Commons. And no, I haven't figured out how to do a proper rolling credit section yet, so here have a JPEG. No added charge.